This is exceptional work. I love the presentation. I love the style. I love a lot. I did playtest this and gave him a lot of feedback, most of which he's taken to heart and done some things I said about reducing the depth of field, which he has. I still think it could be just afford to notch it down a little more, just a tad more. And at this point here, and also this, I won't do that yet, I'll just wait for a second. That can still push you back. There's a couple of times I threw that rock and it bounced me off and killed me. I think you should remove the bounce entirely. And this bit here, the reason you used to get that is to climb up there to get a purple block. And the reason this was angled over here like this is because there was a target to throw that purple block at. Just to stop any confusion, because that seems angled purposely there, and it was, I would move this, hold R1 to aim and release. I would move that to here and put it flat onto that surface there, just to stop any confusion. It's fantastic. Definitely a quick fix, without a doubt. Definitely a quick fix. Now that's opened that up. I'll show you 3 areas. Nice music too. Reminds me a heck of a lot of Fez. I'm just wondering if you could change these paint strokes to, you see those links you've got in the background there? Could you not use those links, shrink them down and use them here instead of those ribbons? But because he's reduced that depth of field, this is far better. You see, all that was blurred before. All those steps in the background were blurred. Now you can see them clearly, and that's a lot better. A heck of a lot better. The objectives are clear now. They're not veiled behind the depth of field. I mean, I love this. Look at that. Look, nice touches. Look at that. Oh, this is superb, man. This is superb, which is why I was excited when he asked me if I could give feedback. You know, I always give honest feedback. This is going to interest me too. Aha! Before, you could not see that edge, so the tendency was to walk over thinking you had more space to walk in than you had, and you would slip down. Nice. Very nice. Very well done. Now, put this here. And we pull that so that we can get it. Jump back up here. Now, I need to go get another one. I wonder if there's anything you can do to stop that character's head from stretching at certain points. It's a little unfortunate. Oh, see, that pushed me. That pushed me back there. and it has occasionally pushed me off, so I had to get a third yellow block. I mean, you could always just adjust. You could adjust the depth of field depending on the situation. For instance, say I would like to see a little more of that island in the background. It works in specific areas, but maybe you could just adjust it for areas like this, because that is so far into the background that it's almost just a blur and you can't tell what it is. It's so well done. So well done. Now I'll collect this. And we go back down here. I'll show you the third area because I think it's the best of them all. And it's... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, that was my fault. Right, so we go along here. I think I can just drop onto that. I can. I love this texture on the wall. You can walk up and down these stairs as well with no problem whatsoever. Yeah, you see, yeah, I would adjust the depth of field when necessary. For instance, it's just ahead here. I would make it so that it wasn't in play here. I like that set piece there. You'll see. Now, you'll notice something in a second as he goes to leave. See, he's got the word confused and he's got a triangle there to give you instructions. If, on collecting these shapes, you cut to the island and each shape was maybe a hollow version of itself, and you saw that shape fill up, the player wouldn't need instructions. The player would know what it was doing at that point. It would know what... It wouldn't need these instructions. You're having to do that because you know it's going to confuse the player. So yeah, I'd change that. Make it so we get to see the island when you collect those pieces, so we know what it's doing. This is just fabulous. I love that. I love that sort of thing. I love these stylized splashes at the side as well. I love that. Yeah, I would much sooner just see a focus on the island and the shapes filling up. So I don't know if I can actually do that prior. To be interested to see if I could, but I won't bother. But this is my favourite one, I think, aesthetically speaking. And I think it's beautiful. It's a lovely little pool up with fish swimming around in it. And you can actually swim as well, which is cool. Isn't that wonderful? It's such a beautiful little spot, this. It's a pity our stay is it's so brief. I mean, look at that for a picture, isn't that marvellous? This is fantastic. Awesome. Just those vines. Just here, just a little, that's just a little bit. I don't know what it is. It just feels a little awkward, that steps, because you can't see there's a gap there. So you sometimes just step off there and you fall between them. It doesn't really matter because you can swim. But I would be tempted to lift this so that you can see there's a gap. You see how the line of this is just obscuring the fact that that is raised. Maybe he could just raise that a bit more. Make it so he has to jump up onto it and then go down. Then you'd be able to see it was arched over and there was actually a gap there. I love this. Look at that, isn't that marvelous? I love those fish swinging around as well. This is fantastic. And I love this. I love this. I don't know why. I love that. I love it. Look at this. Magnificent. And I don't want to show you the rest of it. There's two other locations. Music, lovely. I love the graphics as well. There is one little bit I would say about the later sections. On the very last section, there are some blocks that are floating that wobble. That doesn't serve any great purpose other than potentially frustrating the player, because if you get the wobble and it moves it around a bit, it takes a lot of jumps, because you're literally having to force that. You're forcing the platform to try to get it round to where it needs to be so you can jump on it. I jumped 4 times. No, actually 5 times. To get it back to where it should be, so I could get on it. So I'd leave those wobbles because I think they're good, but I would reduce them by a good 75%. This is just stupendous. I love it. Love it. And thanks for letting me playtest your level. And kudos to you for accepting the critique. Really, really good. Yeah. All that is unnecessary. If you could just, I'll show you what it does on this middle island. You'll see what I'm doing. And these then go on those. I would be tempted just to put the shapes here already on these here. That's what I would do. And I would make them a hollow. And as you collected them, I'd just show this little section here, and I'd show them filling up. That would cut out all the necessity for writing something down like confused question mark. And you wouldn't have to have them floating up and go into the centre. You'd know what you was doing. But yeah, fantastic. Go and play it, folks, but above all else, follow the creator. That's how you find the best stuff, as I always say. And all that's left for me to say is my usual fare thee well, toodle pip, au revoir, and all that good stuff. Thanks for watching, folks, and I'll see you on another one. Bye.